Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast for my segment called The Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change to adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that needs to go to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode. Let's get into the latest episode of Kiramager. So basically, this is episode 2. So basically, once again, I'm sorry for the late review. You know, the episode the sub for this episode kind of came out late, so I'm sorry. So anyway, this episode starts off. We see Joe, aka Kirame Red, being shown around the car headquarters by Princess Marvel Center. So basically, Princess Marvel Center was showing Joe, aka Kirame Red, around the car on a character. Actually, it's called sorry, at the headquarters. So basically, Princess Marvel 7 was showing, Joe, aka Kimmy Red, around the car, showing Joe, aka Kimmy Red, around the car, around the headquarters, known as the Coconut Tower. So basically, Carrot, who I've been calling Cart, the main Carrot's main headquarters. It's a giant building that looks like a coconut tree. Yes, I'm not kidding you. The Rangers' home base, it looks like a fucking coconut tree. So anyway, so Marvel Center and Jewel went to the meeting room where all the Kirmagers were, and also where the 5 Kirmage stone Zords were also been kept behind another room for a see-through window and whatnot. So anyway, so basically Mayu was praying that now that we have all 5 Kiramagers, it's time to get one thing out of the way right now. Since so basically, Joe, you're the leader of the Kiramagers now. So basically, Joe is like, what? So Princess Marvel said is that since the red Kirame stone is the most powerful one out of all 5 Kirame stones, that makes you leader, and that makes you the leader of the Kiramager. So basically, Joey was kind of in shock at to find out that that he's the leader. He's the leader of the Kiramagers. But until the whole shock of him, finding out that he's leader started to sink in, Seda had something else to do. Seda had a track meet to go through. So basically, she told the others to see them later. So basically, when Seda left, all of a sudden the alarm went off, and the Jotunheim. So basically, apparently there was turns out there was another Jotunheim attack in the city. So basically, the Kirmagers went to go deal with the threat. Meanwhile, somewhere else at the Jotunheim secret headquarters, turns out that the monster from the previous episode was called a Mark B. So basically, the main Jotunheim forces are nowhere near Earth. So basically, they're just sending foot soldiers and Jotunheim lieutenants and monsters to Earth to open up to try to conquer Earth. So basically, these special monsters are called Mark Beast monsters. So basically, these Mark Beast monsters have a special mission to make a gate to make a circle gate to make a gate. That way, the main Jotunheim forces can travel through that gate into Earth with no problem. So basically, the gates to the Kiramager, they managed to stop the first Mark Beast monster from opening up a gate. So basically, but still, they can still send Mark monsters, Mark Beast monsters to Earth, and still try to open up a gate there that will and use that monster to open up a gate to help the main Jotunheim forces to help invade Earth. So basically, that's another tidbit. And also turns out that the Jotunheim has the Jotunheim has lieutenants. So basically, Geizels and Carl had sent a lieutenant that looks like a rugby ball to take care of the Kiramagers and to take care of the Kiramager. So basically, this rugby lieutenant has a rugby head slash mask, and he used the power of the throwing rugby ball to attack his opponent. So basically, the Kiramager showed up on the scene. Pamatoro told Joe to call Seda, because they need her help with this guy. So basically, it seems like they were taking care of the foot soldiers very well, but the rugby Jotunheim lieutenant was too fast for Joe and the rest of the Kiramagers. So basically, Joe had called Seda and said I'll try to be on my way once I'm done with my track meet. So basically, the four Kiramagers had to deal with this fast rugby bad guy lieutenant that was using this floating rugby ball to attack a theme park. So basically, the rugby Jotunheim lieutenant was too fast for the four Kiramagers, and then he was about to use a exploding rugby ball to blow a Ferris wheel, and that's when Joe came up with an idea. So basically, he used his sketchbook and came up with a combination that combined the jet, the blue jet, Kiramager Stone Zord, and the pink helicopter Kiramager Zord together to form a Megazord called Skymage. So basically, so Subaru and Sato combined the Zord, that Kiramager Stone Zord together and formed the sky on his two to form the Skymage Megazord and managed to save the people on the festival from that exploding rugby ball from the Jotunheim lieutenant. So basically the Jotunheim lieutenant decided took the opportunity to withdraw for now. So basically, so after the Jotunheim lieutenant, withdrawal, and Sugar and Sato used their Zords to, combine the Zords together against for Jill's imagination to form the Skymage Megazord, seemed like things were, seemed like everything was okay for now. But Tomato was like, what the hell? Why didn't can you call Sato? So basically, Joe said that, Joe said, I did call Sato. She said, but she was stuck at her track meet. So basically, what do you want me to do? So basically, like, Tom told saying that you're supposed to be our leader. So basically, you need to give her a serious reprimand. So basically, Taruto and Jobu went to go see Seda after her track meet, and Jobu was trying to, Jobu didn't want to give her a reprimand, but but Taruto was forcing Jobu to do so. So basically, we could have used your, so basically Jobu was like, we could have used your help to get this Jotunheim lieutenant that looks like a rugby ball. Looks like a rugby ball. Looks like a giant rugby, with a giant rugby hat slash mask. So basically, like, say, what do you want me to do? This track meet is very important to me. So basically, I can't be at two places at once, and that's when Seda noticed that, that Joe was being forced by Tamatoro to give her a reprimand. So basically, it's quite clear that Tom Towell is quite clear that Tom Towell is the one who's pulling your string. So basically, you need to grow some balls, and so, you're supposed to be the leader. You ain't supposed to let people tell you what to do. So basically, you Sato would just walk away from Jewel, and that's when Jewel was just was thinking about what her said. I can't be at two places at once, and that's me cannot what a brilliant idea. So basically, back at car headquarters, he had a conversation with Princess Marwisetta that how I can use my imagination powers to turn any Kirame stone into shape any Kirame stone into anything I want to. So basically, what is I can make a special doll that can copy copy each a special transformation doll that can sub in case we have something else to something in case something in the case if we can't make it to fight the if we can't make it to fight the bad guys, we can use a special Kirame doll to be us, and that way we can fight the Jotunheim, fight the bad guys, and also keep our noble lives in check. So basically, so Princess Marusena and Mayu was like, that's a good idea, but it's not gonna be easy getting the special Kirame. It's not going to be easy getting the special Kirame stone material that you're going to need to make your doll. So basically, the only way to get this special material is to make Princess Marusena from Princess Marusena's tears. So basically, so every time that, turns out that Princess Marusena's people make this, every time they cry, they make this special blue crystal, and this blue Kirame crystal material. So basically, it took a sad manga series to get Princess Marusena to cry, but but she quite enough material to make this stuff doll to be a substitute in case any of the other Kiramagers, in case the other Kiramagers, have any other obligation besides fighting the monsters. That way they can be free to fight the monsters and whatnot. So basically, they test out the Kirame doll, Subaru tests out the doll, and the doll made an exact copy of Subaru. So basically, it worked. So basically, so basically, Joey took the Kirame doll, and the Kirame doll made, transformed into exactly into Seda, and Seda. So basically, like Joey said, you can use this doll to be a substitute, as a substitute, to your track meets. That way you can help us fight the bad guys. But I know that you rather not to. I know you not. Sorry. But I know you won't use the dogs to help to be a substitute for your track meets. Use it for so basically, it's best for you to, we can use this dog to be a substitute for you when you at track meets. So basically, Joe was like, I know that track is very important to you, but I know that I know that you are obligated to help us fight the bad guys, but I just don't want to see you give up give up your track star your track team for saving the world. But I knowing that you will make a right choice. So basically, Sada was so moved by Joe's speech and whatnot. So basically, that's when Joe got contacted that the rugby lieutenant Youngheim was attacking the power plant. So basically, say the track meet was about to begin. So basically, say that I had to go. So basically, I had to go. So basically, Sada gave her coffee, her morpher, and it went with Joe to help out the others. So basically, Joe showed up with the doll that looks like Sada, with her morpher, and they both morph up and start to fight the Portos and the Johan lieutenant. But turns out that the Seda replica was not faster than the real Seda. So basically, it was trying to do its best to catch up with the Johan lieutenant, but he was just too fast for the replica version of Seda. So basically, the real Seda showed up and managed to catch up with the Johan lieutenant before it blew the power plant, and the fake Sada, the fake copy Sada gave the real Sada her more for that, and she more stopped the Johan lieutenant from blowing up the power plant, and also destroyed the Johan lieutenant in the process. So basically, Sada's I was just I couldn't go through my track meet knowing that you guys were in trouble. So basically, I had to skip my track meet to help you guys out. So anyway, seems like the day was saved. So basically, with the destruction of the Yodahan rugby lieutenant, seems like the day was saved. So basically, Suguru had to go to a movie set, and Sato had to go to do some surgery. So basically, it was just Joe, Tamatoro, and Sato left, and was left to celebrate. And that's when back at the Yohan headquarters, the Yohan, so basically Carl wanted to use the power of the fallen Yohan lieutenant to give the beast monster the fallen lieutenant's power. So basically, the mask on the fallen Yohan lieutenant with Carl managed to transfer its power to the Mark Beast monster and send the Mark Beast monster to Earth through a portal, and they start to attack the city. So basically, lucky that Tomoto, Joru, and Sato was still there. So basically, they summoned the Zord. So basically, just like with Shovel and Sato Zords, they combine their three Zords together. They bind their three Zords together and form the ground maze Megazord and destroy the Mark Beast monster and saving the city, and this is how the episode ended with Joe, Seda, and Totoro combined their three Zords together to form the ground maze Megazord and destroying the Mark Beast monster and therefore saving the city in the process. And that's how the episode ended. With Joe, Totoro, and Seda celebrating their victory with the ground maze Megazord, and taking out the Mark Beast monster that almost tried to destroy the city and almost tried to open up a portal for the Yodohan forces to come through. So basically, this is how the episode ended with Kirame Red, Kirame Yellow, and Kume Green celebrating their victory over another defeated monster and their first defeat over a Yodohan lieutenant. And that's how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a pretty good. This was a pretty good second episode of Kiramager. So basically, I'm sorry that I did mispronounce card as it was called carrot. So basically, sorry, but sorry from now on. I'm just going to be calling their secret headquarters the carrot headquarters. So basically, from now on, in future reviews on this Sentai. So anyway, this was a pretty good second episode. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just, okay? Please let me know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, it's Sentai Michael from Screen Reviews. Sign off. 1.